Why do right-wing conservatives hate the global elite, yet they keep bootlicking billionaires? Right-wing conservatives hate liberal global elites like George Soros or Bill Gates. They have no problem taking money or support from conservative billionaires. But to be fair, left-wing liberals hate conservative global elites like the Koch brothers or Rupert Murdoch. Not to say they are equivalent, but just pointing out that people tend to hate the rich billionaire who has a lot of influence and an opposite POV to you. Because they say global elites, but what they mean is Jews. I'm not even kidding. For them, elites don't include Gentiles. Global elite is a dog whistle for anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. They also claim the free market creates healthy incentives for participation in the economy but at the same time deny the basic measures from pharmaceutical companies. Because they don't have any specific policies, so most of their enemies need to be vague and emotionally charged, without a chance for defense or resolution. This was discovered around the 90s when the War on Terror started. They realized they were able to get voters to become highly emotional, and thus easy to control, when they kept the enemy vague and focused on concepts rather than specifics. What did Iraq have to do with 9/11? No idea. But terror bad. Woke is a good example of this. What's woke? No one knows. Even the people writing books about it can't define it. Because to defend it means to set a goal to be achieved. Something about racism? Trans? Black people? We can't say we're against blacks or minorities. So just woke. Coastal elites or global elites is the same. Like the owner of Fox? No. Jews? Maybe. Wink wink. They went to Harvard and like money and power. The same thing for traditional values. What's traditional? No idea. What policies do you support? Don't know. What about Make America Great Again? What policies? No clue. Just ones that are great. Vote for me and you'll find out. Elitism has a different definition between the left and the right. The left sees the obscenely rich as money-hoarding elitists who use their wealth to put their finger on the scales to benefit themselves. The right sees higher educated and more successful people with different views as elitists. I'm sure there is a Venn diagram where both sides converge, but they aren't the same. The left wants the ultra-rich to pay their fair share and treat their workers to a living wage and respect. However, the right is focused on curbing higher education and against helping minorities or the poor from achieving a higher education. If they had self-awareness, they wouldn't be right-wingers in the first place. There are so many subs on Reddit that will applaud these types of biased, loaded questions. Why post it here? For those genuinely curious and want a true answer to the question instead of strawman. I've tried to look into both sides' political positions ever since I noticed that the two political sides are both arguing with strawman and don't actually know the other side's opinion at all. It's funny to watch. The right wing, TRW, mainly want their country to do better. The global elite, as they refer to them, are just large multinational groups of billionaires that meet together regularly to discuss how to improve their profits and affect policy on a global scale to increase profits. This often doesn't benefit TRW's country and so they oppose them. This means that billionaires from China and Russia affect TRW's country's laws and regulations purely for their own benefit and often to the detriment of the countries that are affected. The billionaires from TRW's country don't care. They get similar deals in other countries and mostly hate their country for the tiny taxes they have to pay. To TRW, It's like how the left views Russian interference in elections. Outsiders having more power over the laws they have to follow than the people who are actually affected by them. As for why they love billionaires, it's simple. TRW's opinion is that increasing taxes for the rich would lead to them fleeing the country and taking their wealth with them. This has been proven to them when a German region did this, and they had to revert the tax hike when they ended up receiving less taxes as the rich fled. I'm not saying they aren't wrong or dumb, but this is the primary opinion I come across. It's basically just nationalism. Like the Russian interference scandal. They only want their own billionaires' boots to lick. Most people lack common sense. Even doctors lack it. I'm a misanthropist because of this reason. Our race, on the whole, is trash. Person shrugging. Are you really too afraid to ask this on Reddit op? Money. Follow the money. All politicians lick boots. Silly goose. Elites and globalists are crypto-fascist references to the conspiracy that wealthy Jews control the world, as they have historically been the scapegoat for capitalism. It's classic example of the psychological defense mechanism of displacement. Fascists can't criticize capitalism without being called commies, but they are still generally aware of an elite conspiracy of capitalists. So they are against elites, as the fascists at Faux News tell them they are. They then call for more patriarchy and more white supremacy and more church and government while playing persecuted minority, which is the defense mechanism of projection, contemporarily seen by narcissists' victim role hijacking. For more, look up the 14 distinct characteristics of fascism. It is shorthand for Jews. They are being anti-Semitic but trying to be sneaky about it, because it is a euphemism for the Jews. How am I only now finding out global elite meant Jewish people from this thread? All politicians and corporation owners are rich. You have to pick some of them.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.